This is the map of Croatia. The red star is the capital, Zagreb. It has been populated with Jews since the 10th century. Only 50 Jewish families lived in Zagreb in the 1840s, but soon, small Orthodox communities came into being. Zagreb was progressive in Zionism and was chosen as the headquarters of the Zionist Federation. The town was also progressive in Jewish culture. There were women and youth organizations, choirs, and the Maccabi Sports Club. Pictured in this photo is Zora Benedict, born in 1905. At this time, there was about 12,000 Jews living in Zagreb. She is between 5 and 8 years old, and she's playing a toy piano. Zora's daughter, Stanka Weinreb, born in 1933, donated this picture of her mother. Zora Benedict grew up in Križ, a small village near Zagreb, and helped her husband run their business. On July 22, 1941, Benedict and her family were arrested with all the Jews of Ludbreg under the age of 65. Though Zora and her immediate family did survive the Holocaust, much of her family perished. In this picture is me. I am about 4 years old. This picture is taken at the ballet studio I danced at on the Lower East Side. This picture was taken after my ballet recital, and my mother didn't know where I was, and she found me playing the piano by myself. This picture of Zora Benedict and I are very similar. We both have similar expressions on our faces, and we are both looking directly at the camera. A difference is, unlike Zora, I am playing an actual piano where she is playing a toy one. This shows that even though my picture is taken a century over Zora's picture, children still have a strong love of piano and making music. Music is very important to my family and I, since we all love to sing and play instruments together. Music is a way my whole family can bond. Picture in this picture is Dina Butchler, born in 1940, with her rescuer Gina Beretic. There were many women and youth organizations in Zagreb before the war. Here is Dina and Gina walking hand in hand down the street. Both Dina's parents were killed in concentration camps. In April 1941, there was a German occupation in Zagreb. Jews were persecuted and murdered, and many were sent to Genovic and Auschwitz, just like Dina's parents. This picture is of my mother and I in Venice, California, when I was 3 years old. We are walking on a pier, and my mother is reaching for my hand. These photos are both very alike but very different. In the picture of my mother and I, the camera is facing our backs, but in the picture of Dina and Gina, they are facing the camera. My mother is trying to grab my hand while Gina and Dina are already holding hands. The relationship between a mother and child has a very strong importance. I love to spend time with my mom, whether we are just hanging out or out together. We always have an amazing time. This picture is taken in 1941 of Dita Klein. In this picture, she is pushing a baby carriage on the streets of Zagreb. The donor of this picture is Dita's cousin. Sadly, Dita didn't make it and perished during the Holocaust. There are hardly any Jews from Zagreb that survived the Holocaust. In my photo, I am 2 years old. I am standing in my entrance to my apartment next to my mother's office. When I was younger, I loved to dress up. In this picture, I'm wearing a tutu and a leotard. I am pushing around my favorite doll baby in a carriage. In both pictures, there are young girls pushing around carriages with dolls in it. Playing with dolls is what all little girls have been doing for centuries, and they love playing with their dolls now and 70 years ago. I have learned a lot from this project. The pictures that I have chosen are all relatable to me because they are all little girls like I was once, and they all do things that I did, like playing the piano or pushing a carriage. These photos gave me a clear picture of what Zagreb was like before the war. These photos show that life for little girls before the war was just like my childhood. It's hard to believe that in a few years so much changed for them. Even now there's only about 1,000 Jews living in Zagreb.